Once they think they're on the sand, they think that's it, they're saved, but sometimes it's not that. Maybe that's just the beginning.
A lifeless swimmer is being dragged from the water by members of the public.
Straight away, I'm preparing for a resus.
I'll get it.
We're going to come and grab the thief here. He's going to run it down to us. Yeah, mate, I'll do it now.
Defibrillators are used to resuscitate people by sending an electrical charge to the heart.
Where are they?
I know where they are. Those are the flag.
By a bit unconscious, do you mean he is unconscious or is just fading in and out?
This guy had a bit of water coming out of his mouth. His eyes were closed and he was unconscious.
Lifeguards quickly assess the man to see if CPR is necessary.
He did have a pulse and he was only just breathing by himself. So with the bag mask, we were giving him 100% oxygen.
Drag him up a bit more. Get him out of the water. Take that, Take that. Come up to the dry sand.
The man was pulled from the water between the flags.
Can you bring that oxygen back over?
The flags are normally the safest part of the beach.
Is anything we should know about? No.
How we didn't see this?
What caused the man's near-death experience?
This is my whole cramped up. I couldn't see.
When the guy started coming around, we found out that he had actually got really bad cramp in his legs and he just couldn't even swim. He just went under. We're going to chuck we'll grab a therapy. Okay, we're just going to change mask, right? Here it goes.
Akka is from Western Sydney and was swimming with friends.
We were out swimming for about close to 100 metres out. Just got a leg cramp and just started panicking and had to pull him back in shore.
Akka, does he have any medical conditions, anything?
The biggest concern for Akka is secondary drowning.
The water Akka has swallowed could inflame his lungs and stop oxygen passing back into his bloodstream.
We don't know how much water he swallowed. Our recommendation is get an ambulance down here, get checked out.
That, mate? What's that? No ambulance. No ambulance.
Akka said to us that he didn't want an ambulance. At the time, still didn't think it was a good idea. You know, it takes nothing for an ambulance to come down, check them out. A bit better, eh? Oh.
Lifeguards can't force people into an ambulance.
But we managed to convince him to stay with us for another 10, 15 minutes just to make sure.
We're just going to get him off the beach away from everyone.
Akka may not want an ambulance, but secondary drowning remains a concern.
It's always in the back of your mind, was, you know, we would have loved for him to go to hospital just for a peace of mind. Yeah.
It's essential lifeguards assess Akka further.
Do you want to breathe normally? We try, yeah? Okay. Just relax. Okay.
Big cold down here.
Yeah.
To measure the oxygen levels in Akka's blood, lifeguards use a pulse oximeter.
How's it going down there, mate?
Okay, I'm just checking
Good.
oxygen. So the pulse oximeter give it to us the 96%, which is good indication for us that it's getting better.
Yeah, there's an ambulance coming. We just want to cancel it. Yeah, they were pretty bad and they've come pretty good now. So.
And I was just swimming and my leg died and I was just started sinking. And then I looked back up and I'm on the sand with something in my face giving me oxygen mask. And yeah, that's how it went down.
Today, Akka is lucky that he's going home in a train and not an ambulance.
It goes to show that you can't be too complacent. Even in the flags, you know, which is up there with the safest swimming areas, you know, things do happen. I think Akka owes a lot to his mates for pulling him out that day. I think Akka was a lucky man.
I'm in the tower watching backpackers and sort of out of the corner of my eye, I could see this guy grab our board and start heading out in the south corner.
We got someone
were very close to the reef, and it was in it was a tough position for the jet ski to get in and come around. This guy's probably weak at this stage, so he can't swim over to Chapo, so Chapo's got to get into him.
It's all right, it's all right. Time to get off now and jump onto my sled. Jump onto my sled now. You're a legend, mate. Legend. Good on ya. What happened? He just went.
Mate, he's screaming.
Oh, legend.
Attention everyone on the beach, down here, please. You can see what happens.
Are you okay?
Please do not swim in this corner.
I don't know, I just heard him screaming and I was talking to some mates and just grabbed the board and bang, went out.
I just took a lot of water and then he got pretty bad asthma.
Yeah, we needed a medic.
He just took me out to the rocks.
Just sit down. He just swallowed a whole heap of water, he said.
Swallowed a lot of water.
So we don't want to get in the lungs.
And I got asthma as well.
Bring him up. Copy A, bring him up.
Well, when you're panicking and you pretty much think you're going to drown, you know, you're inhaling water. Secondary drownings, you know, of a case when you've swallowed too much water and you virtually just have water on the lungs and you need to go seek medical attention, you know, to get rid of that.
Just turn left. Ambulance, please.
I'm a good swimmer, but that was just something completely different. That was...
In this case, I really feel the local guy saved this person's life. We obviously don't like members of the public grabbing our rescue boards or rescue equipment, but in this situation, totally different. You know, without this guy's help, the person may drown.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
In the middle of the beach, a man struggles to stay afloat. He's running out of energy.
Yeah, boys, he's around. That guy's starting to panic.
Come on, buddy, come on. Hang on.
It's a life-saving rescue.
Yeah.
But Harrison gets an unexpected response.
And it was just like the blow off a whale, which went whew. This big gasp of water just hit me in the face.
Get your breath back. You good? Breath back. Mate, you're right.
That guy was fully panicking by the time Huts went there. He was jumping up the bottom, climbing the ladder. Good rescue.
From the UK, Maddie is in Australia to watch the Cricket World Cup.
How you doing? Good.
Yeah, when we got Matty back to shore, he was exhausted. He had put in the hard yards to stay afloat, the poor bloke, yeah.
Harrison is worried Maddie is at risk of secondary drowning.
Did you swallow much water? Yeah, but you're fine. Is there water in your lungs or? Yeah, but a little bit.
Once they think they're on the sand, they think that's it, they're saved, but sometimes it's not that. Maybe that's just the beginning.
I just normally swim like I'm from England. If you don't get down, mate.
Hey mate, I just want to tell you something. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some oxygen.
Okay.
So you swallowed a bit of water, okay? How's that? Is it okay?
Water inhaled into the lungs can cause secondary drowning. Death can result minutes, sometimes days later.
So I checked his oxygen saturation level and that was well under what it should be. Yeah, 87 oxygen. His blood oxygen content is 87%, and it should be around 98. So that's, you know, a level for concern.
I was very scared. I've never been like that.
Hopefully giving him oxygen, we should see an improvement. But if that does not improve, we'll be calling an ambulance.
Okay, mate, it's 100% oxygen, okay? Breathe normally. Yeah?
Don't try to sleep, just try to stay awake.
Okay, man, thank you.
Lifeguards aren't surprised to see Maddie so exhausted.
We started getting the full story of what's been happening, and Turns out he hasn't slept for 5 days, the poor bloke.
So when did you come to Australia?
Last Thursday.
Okay.
I didn't sleep last 4 days. The boys got some, man. They bring the girls and shagging the beds.
The boys are bringing them girls, they're shagging and living upstairs. How am I supposed to sleep?
After 40 minutes of rest, Yatesy takes a final reading of Maddie's oxygen levels.
It's got a lot better.
Here at Bondi, especially in the summer when you do, days do a lot of rescues, you hardly get a thank you. It's quite nice to get a thank you, but for this guy to come back again, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've, had a good day at work.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Cheers, guys.
Later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.